All right, everyone, welcome back to another incredible episode of the Nikki and Bree Show, and we are coming to you from the Sirius XM studios in beautiful, sunny Los Angeles, California. And you know what? We are popping some Moet Rosé. Ooh, it rhymes. I got it in my hotel, yay.
Look at you,
Look
girl.
at that. Brought the
Cheers.
glasses and all. Don't worry, Pendry. I'm returning them. So don't worry about that. Just had to borrow because you know me. I cannot drink champagne from a paper cup. That is a no.
That's a big no. And Moet, I mean, good for them always rocking the hotel refrigerators.
Well, Bree, do you see what's in front of you? Can you explain to our listeners what you are looking at?
Am I looking at your Barbie doll?
You are looking at the Nikki Barbie doll that came out years ago. Bree and I made history. We had a Barbie doll with Mattel, and they were the first like athletic-looking Barbies. There was a few other WWE superstars, and all I see everywhere right now is Barbie. Barbie red carpets, Barbie outfits, inspo. Everyone wants to be Barbie. So I was like, you know what? I'm bringing my Barbie to LA. My Barbie's holding a mini bottle of Moet because that's how we and she roll. So,
Really? Moet?
well, I mean, again, it was for my mini bar. So
I know. I was a little disappointed you didn't bring your tag partner Barbie, but
I
that's
don't
okay.
I would totally have your Barbie, but you never gave me your Barbie.
Excuse me? You got
Now
the,
I'm going to probably have to go on
5-pack.
eBay and get a Barbie.
You better. I mean, how sad. She's lonely.
Oh, wow. She's lonely in your cupboard, in your storage.
Actually, Birdie plays with them. I do have some in a cupboard
Yeah.
that I won't touch, that I feel like, you know, I have to keep forever just in the box. But Birdie loves playing with them. And I'm always like, Bird,
Yeah.
I see that you cut the other one's hair. Please don't cut mommy's hair. Like, leave her long hair.
I know. Do I give mine a bob now? I don't know what to do. I can't because Barbie doesn't sell extensions. And as everyone can see, I'm very indecisive. So I have short, but I have clip-ins for long. I had to take out the long extensions because I was too hot. And so
How good do you feel with your extensions
it was a
out?
massive orgasm. I'm not going to lie.
I bet.
feel so free and light. It's game changer.
I could feel the heaviness in your
I know.
head.
You've told me like 30 times.
I know. And I can feel how light and free you feel.
I completely. You want to know what else was really interesting this past week?
What?
What I realized? Dude, I suck at naked selfies now.
What do you mean?
So Artem is asked, like, we've talked about things like, hey, how can we make things, keep it interesting and all that? And he's like, well, when I'm on the road or when you're on the road, like, why don't you send me something like sexy of you? And I was like, okay. So when I was in Milwaukee, by the way, playing in the cornhole championships, just with the pros, Pro-Am.
Yeah, you weren't
For
good.
the ACL.
But
I was good the first game, beginner's luck, and then I sucked beyond life in the second game, but I made it to the finals, and that's all what matters.
so whatever I watched, you sucked the whole time, but it was very entertaining.
Whatever. I think I've been the only person they said that
Who's
is
never gotten on the board?
No, that has gotten laughed at. Okay, of course, the last game I didn't get on the board, but the first game I was like hitting 3-pointers. What are you talking about?
You weren't lofting. You just
Because acrylic nails were in the way, and I kept telling my pro, Eric, that I need to throw it a different way, and he's like, you got to do it this way, but it was not working with the acrylics, but I didn't want to disappoint the form. All what matters is when people took the screenshots from ESPN2, I look like a freaking pro. So good for me.
good for you.
And I'm not going to lie, it was so fun.
That's the one thing I'll say. I could tell you were having fun.
I was having a blast. I was with the coolest people ever. it was my thing. It was my vibes. So that night, I was like, I'm going to send Artem a naked selfie.
A naked cornhole selfie?
You know it. Well, actually, I wish I had bean bags to I needed props. I got naked on my bed, no tan, just pure me, on my bed. And I don't know why my first thought was like, oh, maybe like just spread eagle, but legs in there.
No.
But
Gosh, you're supposed to spice things up, not turn your husband off.
no. And I don't know why I thought like the angle I was coming from, like boobs down. I was like, what
Girl.
the F are these photos? Just hideous. And then I did a straight on vagina shot. I'm like, ew. Like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So wait, I didn't send any.
Okay.
Listen.
By the way, hacking is a thing.
Yeah, but so listen. None of them stayed. They all. I had it where it was in his text, so like you can delete and not send. Do you know what I mean?
When it's in the cloud, it's in the cloud.
No, because you're not understanding. You know when you have someone's text open and you could take a photo before sending it? It's not
you
in your
can do that?
cloud. Yeah. So
Did he like the spread eagle? There's
no,
way.
I didn't send any of them because I was looking at him. I was turned off. So why am I going to send them to my husband
Yeah.
to turn like to
And
him
Artem
be
would
like,
be
"Ugh."
super turned off with a spread eagle pic.
I mean, Brie, like not even a full eagle. I was like, oh my god, I can't. I did leg day and I hurt like this.
What in
So-
your right mind?
But you know what? So I was like so upset. Like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. This is terrible. How did I lose my game on naked selfies? I used to be so good and raunchy and sexy.
Well, wait, that's the confusion with the naked selfie is they don't have to be raunchy.
Well, not raunchy, but I
No,
mean,
you
like,
just said the word raunchy and you did a spread eagle was the first thought that came to take a naked
Well,
selfie.
I wanted
What happened to the
to
high
be-
angle and
Okay,
just like stick your butt
so
out and like your
I had to
boobs?
think about it for like a day or two, and I could not let go of the fact of like this is not where my life has come to, that I can't take a hot naked photo. So I threw my ass 2 nights after into doggy style. I took a damn good picture.
Another raunchy selfie.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
That's like the ultimate naked photo, doggy style, like from the back like this. The butt looks all big and good. The waist looks small.
Gosh, I guess my selfie game was very classy.
Wait, what's yours?
I mean, high up and like sweet looking, and I just like I guess I'd be
So
naked
you do
and
the
kinda
girl
twist.
next door, and I do the porn star. It's fine.
I'm very shocked that you do the from behind and then spread eagle. That's shocking to me.
Well, I'm just confused. You're
Actually-
trying to look innocent, and you're sending your tits, but that's fine.
And my butt, but like in
Yeah.
a very cute way.
Okay. Well, Artem liked it a lot, but the only thing he said
Yeah,
is,
right. He said that to you, and then
but
he's like,
no, he goes, it was so hot. He goes, but it was like, why didn't you have like more light on the, like the vagina part? Like it was like kind of shadowed. And I was like, oh, like you want a bright light there? Like I don't. So that was the only note.
Interesting. I never got a butt when I sent a naked picture.
You never did the backwards one?
I never did doggy style and had like, no. I never did spread eagle. I never sent a raunchy naked
Wow.
selfie.
So I guess
Mine
I
were
just have
always
to go
cute
for
and
cute.
pretty.
I guess I just have to go for cute. I think of something else. I never thought of cute.
Think like Brie.
No, I'll
Cute
never think
and
like
pretty.
Brie. Oh God.
Well, that's okay. You were doing your downward dog, or maybe do yoga poses the next time. I don't know.
Oh God, yeah. So my tits can hang down to the mat. No thanks.
You just got them done. They don't hang that low.
I know, but
But I was busy putting togas together,
oh God.
which I have to tell you. So Brian, poor guy, gets home from surgery, and we just really wanted to go to this toga party to connect with our neighbors and just have a little fun.
Yeah.
But for me, togas, what do you think of? Bed
Like
sheets, right?
bed sheets. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah. That's how you make a toga, right?
Oh, did he get upset?
No. So I go on YouTube and I'm watching, I swear, every frat guy video of how to do a toga, which they're very helpful, let me tell you.
Oh wow.
And yeah, like a bunch
That's
of
kinda
frat
cool.
people and like
Oh, good for
sorority
them.
girls that do videos. Yeah. I'm watching like these college videos because I'm like, college
I could see
kids
being,
know how to do
Yeah.
togas.
Right.
So we show up to the party and I'm looking around and I'm like, wow, everyone kind of has a similar costume on. So they Amazon togas. And people were like, whoa, are those bed sheets? Brian and I were the only people at this party in bed sheets.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Fucking A right, Brie.
And someone was like, do you have anything underneath that? And I was like, well, booty
No.
shorts.
Oh gosh.
And think Brian's in a bed sheet. And they're wrinkled. I didn't iron them. I'm not going to iron a bed sheet. But people could not stop coming up to us and being like, whoa, those are like bed sheets.
Well, what were they wearing? Like
Like-
white dresses and
no,
stuff?
like togas you buy, I guess, off Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah. And I like homemade, like.
Do they not know the
sleeves.
Danielsons? They recycle. I'm sure you went and slept in those bed sheets after.
Well, no, I cleaned them. But my thing was, why would I buy a toga if I'm going to wear it for a couple hours? I'm not wasting my money. I don't even care if it's on Amazon for $20.
Yeah.
Then I have to like store it. My bed sheets, I got
Yeah.
extra ones. Boom.
Boom.
And I actually have to say, I liked mine. Mine was
Yeah.
great. But isn't that hilarious? And then Brian's like, oh, you always put us in the weirdest positions. And
You
I'm like,
do.
well, how the fuck am I supposed to know that people aren't going to be showing up in bed sheets? The frat guys and sorority girls on YouTube. That's what they do.
You are the queen of DIY. So
Thank
that's
you.
good. You're welcome. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And now I don't have to store a costume that I'll never wear again.
Exactly. So that's where it's Brie and Brian, which I love. But I would have done the same. I would have totally thought of bed sheets
Yeah.
and like just grabbing leaves from the yard, and there you go.
Boom. Free. It was called a free outfit.
Right.
And then they were they had some really good margaritas flowing. So we left early, unfortunately. I wanted to stay and dance. Brian's like, you really want to stay? And I'm like,
Why don't Brie? You like lived across the lawn.
but this is, yeah. But then I will be sprinting in the night thinking I'm getting chased by a bear.
Yeah, which
So
very much could happen.
Yeah. And I needed to go home with my husband.
Yeah.
I would have felt bad if I'm like, bye.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And he has,
Especially he's like a broken arm.
right.
Just had surgery. So I was a good wife.
Good wife. SB week. We're here for the SBs.
SBs are tonight.
Tonight.
And everyone, go watch because Nicole and I are on the SBs tonight doing a fun segment. We're not going to tell you anything about it,
Well,
but
we
it
could
was
give a little
bonkers.
hint.
We can, right?
We do something with the most iconic mentalists in the world. We were mind blown, so go tune in and see why we were mind blown. He's incredible.
Incredible.
I
I still can't get over what he knew.
know.
I just, you know what I need to do? I need to dig into the mentalist stuff because it's almost like they're mind readers,
Yeah.
psychics, but he says he's not that. But I don't know. How do you know? And you guys are probably so confused by this conversation because we don't want you to know anything, but he knew stuff that was in our brains.
I don't get it.
I don't
I
get
need
it.
to research. I don't get how mentalists work, how they, like, how do you know names just by reading people?
But I mean, he
They
did.
have to be psychics.
Well, and he has a show in New York City you can go to, and then also he does shows in Vegas, and I'm not kidding. He's worth it. Every
I
dime
mean-
to go see if you want to be mind blown.
Right.
So watch our segment tonight on the ESPYs, and you
Yeah.
also see Nikki and I on the red carpet, which
Yeah.
will be really fun.
Fun outfits.
Yeah,
Super cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to tell you, I saw some twins making some dollar bills that
Oh,
I thought
shit.
you
Tell
and
me
I'd
how.
be really good at. So, in the news, these identical twins make $15,000 a month selling identical feet pics on Feet Finder.
What? I can do this.
I feel
We
we can
do this. One, our feet are identical.
and they're
they're
not
cute.
as dirty as your selfie pics, naked pics.
Okay.
I feel like I'd be a little more pure.
Oh, it's feet. I'll get crazy on the toe, the polish. No, but there is a feet, whatever you call it, website thing where people rate feet. I have a high rating.
By the way, is that Feet Finder your rating?
I don't know. I gotta
And
look.
I'm sure I'm on there too.
But feet finders seem like you need a fee or something.
Well, obviously, if they're making $15K a month,
Brie, we got to do
There's
this as
a
a side hustle.
subscription.
I'm telling you.
hey, I'm down. We can put our feets together.
I could put I'll get little mini like Barbie drinks. We could show them fiestas.
Oh,
we'll get
yeah.
them birthday hats.
I'll get a little paintbrush and draw
Yeah.
a little art on your
We'll
feet.
have them toe wrestle. That'll be a high price.
You know, the feet people are getting
I'm-
really excited about this.
Right? I will tell you, I have no shame at all whoring out my feet.
Yeah, for some reason, it doesn't feel weird to
You know
me.
what? Actually, my feet have been through so much my entire life, from playing soccer, competitive soccer, college ball, track, competitive track, wrestling, high heels, Louboutins. My feet have effing been through it, so they deserve a payday.
I agree.
And if it's $15K a month payday, yeah, sign me up.
Sign me up. So, feet people, let us know if you want to see the Garcia twins' feet.
Do you think the Garcia twins' feet can make more than $15K a month on Feet Finder? And if so, do it, because I guarantee those twins on there now can't foot wrestle like Brie and I.
Yeah, and if those twins need some other twins to foot wrestle, just cut
No,
us.
that's
cut us.
where I ain't doing collabs like that. That's where I
You
draw
wouldn't
the line.
collab?
You want to go touch other people's feet? That's when you get a little weird.
If I saw them wash their feet before, like we touched
Ew.
feet. I think it'd be fine.
That's where I draw the line on like getting paid to touch other people's feet. I'll touch your feet. I'll touch my own feet. I ain't having my toes touch other people's feet for money. That's when I feel a little
If you were okay with the
shameful.
people,
I ain't doing that.
okay.
That's like, that feels desperate.
I mean, of course,
Okay, well,
it's all
I mean,
desperate.
shit.
Putting-
Okay, if you guys want to pay me 15K to touch Salma Hayek's feet, I'll do it. But just kidding.
Okay, see now, but no, I thought that was pretty amazing. But I feel like there's been a lot of stuff going on in the news.
I mean, so much.
I mean, don't even start me on the Barbie movie.
Girl, I brought my Barbie. It's
I know.
everywhere.
But it's okay. So I'm gonna ask you something.
Okay.
When we all hear Barbie, like
Yeah.
I have a daughter, she's not allowed to watch the Barbie TV show
And she shouldn't.
on Netflix. I don't like the way they talk and they act.
She's too young.
Yeah. And I feel like everyone has this stigma with Barbie where they're almost like, I don't know, it doesn't portray this, and that. And I'm not saying I take any sides. I can care less. But everyone has come out for the Barbie
Because,
movie.
Yeah. You get a Barbie it's nostalgia, first of all. It's so nostalgic. And it's just, there's something about Barbie. People can say whatever when they don't like pretty things, but when it comes to it, we all want to do like the perfect ponytail with the big bow, the super cute outfit, the fun pink colors for a night and a day. Like, why not?
I agree. So then but you see where it's weird, right? Like it felt like Barbie was getting a lot of hate for years. I felt.
I don't know. We all get hate for a lot of years.
Yeah. Barbie, do not
Barbie.
go on social media.
Yeah,
Read
Barbie,
your comments.
don't read the comments.
You will be very upset. But,
Barbie, Nikki, do not go read the
but
comments.
even on the red carpets, I've been super impressed. Like when I saw Gal Gadot on there,
it's fun to see everyone
yeah,
dressed
I was
up.
like,
It's-
wow. She was someone I never thought
honestly, yeah,
I would see on a Barbie red carpet. And
right. I'm excited for the movie.
Yeah.
I
sure.
just kicked my ass 2 days ago. I'm back lifting. I'm
know.
there again.
You say it every 5 minutes. Ow, my legs. I
Yeah,
did like that.
I'm insanely sore. My body was like, we have not felt this in a year and a half.
Well, did it feel good? You feel
Felt
like you're going to keep it up?
amazing. Hell yeah, I am. Watch me in like 2 months. I mean, it'll take, a while. Almost
always
40.
does.
Yeah. But you'll see.
But it's not even being almost 40. I think it's being consistent.
Well, my
too.
metabolism's slower. All
Yeah.
it's.
I mean, that's true.
I used to be able to take a day off of drinking, go to the gym, and then I'd be ripped again when I was in my 20s. It's just not the same.
Well, and what kills me is when I'm like seeing all the stuff that says, "Oh, this helps your metabolism." Like I buy it all. Like Instagram, stop.
I buy
and
so much.
I feel like
Instagram
none of
ads.
it really works.
At the end of the day, be healthy, drink water,
Everything
take
in
days off with
moderation.
alcohol, and and just work out.
100%.
It doesn't have to be hard workouts. Just move your body, sweat a little.
Yep.
That's all you got to do.
Well, something that's really interesting. I really never look at gossip online.
But you're gonna gossip. Oh, okay.
No, but sometimes there's just things that are all over your feed and you can't help but be very interested in. And this Jonah Hill situation with his ex leaking out texts, to me, has brought up a lot of conversations. Like we got in a couple yesterday with people. And I feel like you and I, it's one of the things that we've talked about, and we never talk about really celebrity gossip. But I want to know what you think. And I kind of already know what you think because I feel like we've talked about this a lot. But do you think his ex posting all that is fair? Or do you think it's good she kind of exposed him on kind of, I don't know, how controlling he can be?
No, I mean, honestly, like what I think at the end of the day is like when it comes to your relationship and what happened there should stay there and you deal with that within your community. Is it hard to see that stuff? Like you feel bad for her because you're like, whoa, he was super controlling. But then it is kind of weird, like her posting it when he has a baby with like someone else. It's been like a few years. But then this is like what makes it hard, right? Because you feel bad for how she was treated during it. But then it's also like, I don't think I'm ever going to understand the whole leaking stuff out like that. Even when people are DMing with people and let's say it's not appropriate, why are you making it public? You're doing that because you want attention. Like just that's being straight up. Let's just be honest here. Because
Right.
instead, let's say if it was me and some celebrity who's married were DMing, I would just send it to the wife. more than likely she's on Instagram. Just send it to her. Let her deal with it, because what people aren't thinking is like, you're embarrassing now a wife. Those people might have kids. It's just, why are you getting all these people involved? If you really feel affected, by something, and me being someone who's had things happen to me that I've been affected, I held that in for 20 years and I still didn't, run to social media and say the things. So for me, it just comes to people are trying to get attention. They're trying to, I don't know if it's gain a following, or destroy someone's life. All of a sudden, they hate this person so much they want to destroy them. I don't understand. I guess we need to bring them on and ask them their motive. But
what their intention is, because there's obviously an intention of why they
100%
posted it.
Yeah.
But I also find it really weird nowadays. People almost want people to be perfect because they feel like, oh, I'm going to show this person's imperfections. Haha.
Right.
And so I don't know. I get really confused. I'm also older than a lot of these people who do this kind of stuff. So I think it comes from an immaturity.
Right.
And I mean, there was so much drama in some of my past relationships that it
would be embarrassing to like have it all out.
Yeah.
Totally. Well, and my whole thing too, then on the other side is like, look, if you're going to marry someone, or if you're going to date someone who's a model, who careers in a swimsuit, but you don't want like your person to be a model or in a swimsuit, don't date that person. So
first text, the first big paragraph that he sent, I would have responded, nope.
But I mean,
not
like,
for me.
Right, exactly.
This
but I
guy's
mean, like,
not
in
for me.
general, like,
yeah, he shouldn't even, he couldn't handle someone
like obviously with Artem, is it hard that he dances with someone for 3 months straight? At times it is, but I'm also fine with it because I know my husband is a ballroom dancer, and with ballroom dancing, that means he has a partner. And I'm so proud of the incredible, because they're true athletes. I mean, I'm so proud of what he does as a pro athlete, as a professional dancer. He's literally top, what are they, 10 in the world? Like, he's broken barriers in ballroom dancing. I appreciate all that. So I love what my husband does. It's not like I start dating him and then I'm like, I don't want you dancing. That's like what it is, right? So what I'm trying to say is, like, in general for people and whatever it is, like, if you hate Wall Street, don't date someone who's on Wall Street.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Don't look to change
Don't
people.
change anyone.
And then also just don't put your shit out there. But this is what's going to happen. This is just going to make people more and more closed off. People are going to be scared more and more to communicate. And I was telling Artem, I go, watching Love Island UK this season right now, which I'm loving.
You love every season.
No, I know. At first, the season started a little slow for me, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be into it, but I will still watch. And now I'm obsessed with it, and wow, there's one guy in there. I mean, even Artem agrees. He's very good looking.
Oh my gosh, you're crazy.
No, but there's been a lot of beautiful women. There's one couple that I've fallen. Like, I got teary-eyed when they got teary-eyed. I'm like, I'm so invested into Love Island. It's insane. But I told Artem this was the first season that I noticed communication was very off with these kids.
Really?
Very off.
Now, when you say communication, you mean like
they had a very hard time looking
understanding each other's feelings.
They had a very hard time looking at someone and saying how they feel.
Really?
Like, I said like, how many times have I said like so far?
I don't know. I'm used to it.
It was crazy. But I told Artem, I go, because now as the years go on, we're falling more and more to the youth that when they even started to communicate with people, it was probably through DMs and on text.
And text. Everything. I'm sure they break up with each other on text.
So when I'm watching them, because Love Island takes your phones away, throws you on an island, they're like, go at it. And actually, I'm like, Love Island in the end is actually going to help the youth like look at each other and communicate. But I've seen it the most, like how much it's affected them on this season. But so my thing is this is the way we mainly communicate. And now if we're going to have these people just go put everyone's laundry out there, that's not fair.
No.
And it's not fair to people in the public eye, but it's not fair to anyone. Even if it's someone in your hometown, it's small hometown, and you go put their laundry out there. Like, just deal with it like an adult. Tell this person, I'm very bothered where you're at in your life. I really want to post these to the public because I've been working on myself and I've realized how you text me was not right. Go deal with it with them.
Right. Well, And it's interesting because reality shows kind of, in a way, we showcase that we're open books and we put everything out there. So it might be hard for people to understand, like they're watching Vanderpump Rules and this whole affair thing is getting exposed and used on such big levels that probably people think on social media that on their platforms they can just put out their dirty laundry too, because it seems like people are into it.
Right. And you know what? Maybe what it's going to have to come down to is just, I mean, you're going to have like agreements before you date people. Like you need to have my permission if you're going to ever do this. I don't know.
Everyone's just going to get a big old NDA.
You know what I mean? It's just a weird conversation. But I guess because I come from the place where no one's perfect and I empathize a lot with people because everyone's been through shit. Everyone has a different story and journey. Sometimes how people act as adults is because how they were treated as children. Like I really have a soft spot for people, and I have a soft spot for people when they fuck up or when they do things that I'm like, there's really a good person there. Now, there are a lot of pieces of shits out there. I'm not going to lie, who there's just, I'm like, you are so
and they don't think what they're doing
is
bad
from being helped. Yeah. But something like that, like, I don't know what that person's been through. And then I feel bad that you're just letting the whole world judge this person. It's not fair.
No, I agree.
Not, you know?
And like you said, it's almost like Instagram needs to have like rules or something. Like there has to be like both people have to have the consent of exposing personal information or something like that.
I mean, we really got to start like thinking about mental health first and all these things. And look, if you're making big bucks off social media, and I'm talking about the people that own it and run it, start protecting humanity more.
I agree.
Jeez.
Well, yeah,
you can pay for a ton of employees. I know.
Everyone gets lost. Look, we're about to do our feet. The feet finder.
You know, you feet people. We might get rich.
Shoot. You know, it's funny. And then other feet are going to expose us, and it's going to be bad. Yeah. We're going to expose our feet.
Oh my gosh, our poor feet.
I know.
Now maybe I shouldn't do that, but.
So it's interesting because something else that was in the news that I kind of was like, it was weird because both sides kind of had a point. But have you seen this Keke Palmer Usher stuff with the baby daddy?
Okay, I saw a little bit of it. What's going on?
So you know how Usher pulls people up on stage, which could you imagine? Like,
I mean,
and
you sing me Daddy's Home, you better pull me up on stage.
I mean, it's incredible, right?
Yeah.
But he pulled Keke Palmer on stage, and she was wearing what's very much in style, like a see-through type of dress, and I didn't think anything of it.
Oh my gosh.
Booty shorts still, like, I mean, I was whatever. And her baby daddy freaked out and kind of what you would say is mom shamed her. Like, you're a mom, like all that. So then, you know, the moms came out.
Are they together?
So this, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think they're together. Are they? No. I actually, well, they're not anymore because it turned into like
really?
like a social.
How sad to shame the mother of your child.
But so what he said, like to kind of, you know, because all the moms came after him, but he was like, it's my beliefs and I feel like I have conservative views and I am a conservative person and it's what I want for like my child's mom or something. It was this whole thing.
So again, I go back to the Jonah Hill stuff. Like, did you have that discussion with her before you guys had a baby together, that when we have this baby, you need to wear muumuus every day and be extremely conservative? Or was there never a conversation of that?
I'm sure there was never a conversation.
Exactly.
And it stems from jealousy, which, let's go back to the Jonah Hill stuff, right? Releasing all this stuff. There has to be some type of negative feelings and triggers, right, that you're feeling.
But I mean, here yet again, text her, I don't feel like that's appropriate for you as a mom. Why are you, what did he tweet it, Instagram it? Like, again, you're publicly shaming her, and that's terrible.
He tweeted it. I saw.
Which all you were doing was bringing shame to her, which is really sad to do.
And that's what happened.
Even if it's your beliefs or not, like, you're shaming her, and that's not okay.
But don't worry, the moms came out.
Oh, good.
And
that's
the moms
Who
were
let
like,
the moms out? Who?
Oh, you know them. They were like, excuse me. And this is why I think I'm going to fall in love with threading.
I love threads.
Because threading, when I joined, and I've only had a couple posts, but everyone's super positive on there.
So far, yeah, but you
So
know,
far, I
give
mean,
things
please
time.
don't let the haters creep
The
on
trolls are just waiting.
They're waiting to see
Yeah.
this is something big.
No, but I think it's fun. You know, you and I get so overwhelmed with like another social media platform, and you and I suck at TikToking. We never do it.
Yeah.
But I think what I like about Threads is the simplicity of it.
It's so simple.
It's simple.
I feel like it's what Twitter used to be.
It was like,
until
yeah.
Twitter got out of control. I
Right.
mean, I don't go on Twitter at all because I lose sleep. I can't. But threading, I was just like, it was really fun in a way that I'm like, any recommendations for shows? And everyone just like giving their opinion on which shows they felt like.
Because everyone
just was
knows,
easy.
yeah,
and
when
nice.
When you go to Threads, everyone gets the gist. Like you ask questions, you put out thoughts, and you respond. It's chats, right?
Yeah.
So everyone's on that right now, so it makes it fun and cool, and then we'll see where it goes. Who knows? It could be gone tomorrow, or it can end up being the next big thing.
But the only thing is, do not delete your thread.
I didn't know that.
Because it deletes your Instagram.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing that's just
mean,
exploding my brain.
all the rules.
All the rules. So if you have threading or thread, do not delete.
Right.
And
I
I
feel
think
like
you
I've
can't
been
delete
killing it.
anything.
But I don't need a delete.
Really, you've
I
been
mean,
killing it. I haven't even seen you on Threads.
I don't think I've seen you on Threads.
Are
How
we
many
supposed to
threads?
see each other? Are we supposed to follow each other?
I don't know how that part works.
Because I see other people on Threads,
Yeah,
but
you
I don't
see
see
it. I think
you.
anyone. I think it's just that.
Why? What have you been doing on there?
I mean, I put a photo out when you were sleeping. You didn't see that one?
You put a photo
I'm
of me?
joking.
No. Did you?
Oh, look.
Oh.
Yeah, boom.
Here's Nikki's most recent thread.
Little break in between things. Here's a sneak peek tomorrow for you. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Jealous? Just
No.
kidding. Let's go to yours, Brie.
You look pretty. No, mine's so embarrassing.
I need a new
didn't-
show to download. Something that is lighthearted and makes you feel good. 3 exclamation marks. Any recommendations? That's such a Brie.
Was that so mom of me?
That's okay. You are mom. Someone told you to watch Total Divas. That's funny.
That is funny. I actually got a really great recommendation. I actually snapshotted it. Let me tell you. Tell me if you've watched this. It's called, oh, did I not? Summer. Oh, shoot. It's on Amazon. Ugh, it's going to kill me. First Summer Love, Summer I'm Not Ugly. Summer I Turned Pretty.
Ooh, I want that to be
So-
my summer.
No, but so at first I was like, that was a weird title, but I'm like, I looked up a lot of what people recommended.
Yeah.
The trailer is so cute, and it's also a book, so I can read it. And it looks adorable. It's the summer she first got kind of like noticed by boys
Oh, yeah.
and brothers. And it seems like they both then want her and fight for her. But I'm like, this is so up my alley. And I asked
Yeah.
for people light, and I like it. It's like it feels like a little bit of a rom-com
Yeah.
with a little drama in
Ooh,
there.
I like that. I have to say, I've been having a great summer so far. I feel like I've been having a summer of love. Like
Really?
Arta, Mateo, and I, we've been going swimming. We'll have spontaneous like cookouts between the fam or Artem and I, or we've just been in
selfies.
naked selfies. He
You
sent
came up
me
to
like
Tahoe.
came up
twice.
to Tahoe. We've been working out together, and like I don't know what it is, but when I work out with Artem, I almost could tell he's like, okay, you've given me 20 kisses, you've grabbed my butt a lot, because I'll go walk up to him and kiss him and grab his butt, but I can't help it, I get really turned on, and then we starting next week are gonna start dancing 2 hours a day because I have
that'd
this
be
idea for a
great.
video, and I don't know, I feel like I've had this summer I turned pretty. I feel like I'm just in this new thing with like Artem and my fam, and it's just been a really good summer so far. Fun and lovey and flirty.
We'll take that energy and put it into the fall too.
No,
Keep
oh,
it
I am.
going.
I feel like this is like like
You needed a
when
little
Nikki gets her
sunshine.
groove back. Summer.
Yeah.
that's what I've needed.
We had a cold winter, really rainy, brought everyone
Stormy.
down.
All right.
Now we have
You
the
win.
sunshine.
Yeah, for real. Well, you know, Bree, since you always like to throw me under the bus, we're going to play a game. We're first going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to play Under the Bus 2, which we all know I'll win. But it's going to be whichever Garcia is the fastest to throw her sister on the bus gets a point, and the Garcia with the most points wins. So stay tuned, because when we get back, let's see who could throw the other sister on the bus the fastest. So, Bree, okay, so with this, like, Usher stuff going on, I mean, what do you think, Brian, how he would react if you were pulled up?
I mean, Usher's very sexual and smooth. So I think it would make any man uncomfortable. I get
Nah,
that.
not mine. He would appreciate it.
Artem, I've seen him get bothered over things.
Yeah, but not when it's Usher.
Yeah.
I think because Artem would have an appreciation because he knows he's an artist. Like, he would have an appreciation for him as an artist and a dancer, only because I know Artem appreciates Usher. So I think he'd be like, oh, damn, that was cool.
Yeah, I think Brian would be for sure uncomfortable. For sure. How are you not? And I mean, it's not like you'd get mad. I mean, I think there's been some.
I think he would laugh.
He would for sure laugh. He would not be angry, and he would not like say crazy stuff. I think he just would be watching, like, I mean, I would be, to be honest, uncomfortable.
I would not.
If I see Brian's eyes peering at me and Usher singing at me, and there would be a lot of emotions going on.
So how long is Usher doing his residency for? Should we go?
I guess we're gonna need to make a trip.
Should I scream like, me, pick me?
I'm sure everyone screams me.
Yeah.
Usher, if you're listening,
If we
the
go to a
Garcias
show,
would like to come.
please, you could pull Nikki up on stage. You will get no hate. You will have appreciation from all over. And I will enjoy every second of it. And if I could even pick the song too, that would be amazing.
yeah, Daddy's home. We all know.
Oh, God.
There you
That would
go.
be like a dream. Like major. But yeah, I think our husbands would be cool. For sure. I mean, I know mine would be 100.
No one would be leaving me, divorcing me, or getting mad at me,
shaming
me.
you.
Yeah, not any of that.
Yeah. Artem, even if he tried, I'd pull up his Magic Mike videos. I'm like, just kidding. He never would.
Right.
First up, do you have a great story about your sister and a hospital visit?
Nikki. So,
Oh,
Nikki.
gosh.
I'm trying to actually think, which story should I say? But
Oh, gosh.
favorite
I need more
hospital visit story is my sister limping. Didn't get a cab, didn't call a friend
drink.
or
I
a
can't believe
family
you're saying
member.
this one. Out of all my hospital stories, you're going to say this one.
Yeah, didn't call a family member for a ride. Literally limped with swollen vagina lips. How far was the hospital?
You're just
Miles
you
away.
Are the worst sister in the world.
Limped her way. Took probably half a day to the hospital
I
to
didn't
get her
limp.
vagina checked.
Okay, first of all, very wrong. Okay. I had so many good stories, and that's when you chose, which is fine. Okay. I thought you were going to say when I had sex in a hospital bed and the nurse came in because the person I was having sex with heart rate went up, but that's fine.
Well, I forgot about that one.
You did?
Gosh.
So I was having sex in a hospital bed, and being young, oh my gosh, we thought it was like fun too to also make the heart rate go up. But the nurses ran in the middle thinking like I don't know what was going on. And wow, was I shamed so bad.
I'm sure you were.
Yeah, just writing their patient.
Oh my gosh.
But he was my boyfriend, so it's fine.
Oh
Anyways.
gosh. I don't even know.
What do you mean? Oh gosh, you say that like it's worse. What should I do? A stranger?
I
like
threw
make
you under the bus and then you
hospital
threw
visits?
yourself under the bus.
Okay, but anyways, we're going back to how you threw me under the bus because you just said I had swollen vagina flaps. So what happened was I was waitressing one night and I could tell there was maybe something wrong down there. And then I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, my boyfriend at the time gave me an STD. What's happening? And then my legs going paralyzed. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I don't have health insurance. Like I was, I think 21.
19.
21.
Oh, 21.
Because I was working
Oh, yeah.
at the bar. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I'm thinking like, well, we have crazy sex. Did I pull something? Like, what's happening to me? So whatever. So I go home that night. And then the next day I'm like, oh shit. But I got to go work. I got to go make the De Niro.
Goodness.
I got to go make the money. So I go back and I waitress. And then my leg, literally, I start dragging it. It just went out. My right leg went out. And they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. But I don't want to admit that I think I just got the craziest unheard of STD ever. And so I go to CVS to get, I don't know, maybe Tylenol, because I'm sure as a college kid, I didn't have it then. And I lock my keys in the car. So what Bree's saying about walking
That's right.
is instead of just calling a cab, because there was an Uber then to take me home, I walked 2 or 3 miles in this condition to my house. By the time I got to my condo, I was so inflamed in the area that Bree had to mention. I get in the hot bath, and it literally was like as if my vagina turned into balls. Like, I just felt like my flaps were floating on water.
Oh my gosh.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
It looked like a hot dog. It didn't even look like a vagina. It was just, I don't know.
So many visuals of your naked body in this episode.
Oh, it's fine. I'm married, so he likes it. So I call one of my best friends. I go, I need to go to the emergency room because I don't know what is happening to me.
So long story short,
I go in. They're like, so you need emergency surgery. You have both your cyst, and I'm going to botch the word, they're just the cyst inside your vagina walls, are so insanely infected that you need emergency surgery, and we need to put catheters in there and drain them out.
Dang.
And I didn't even have time to tell Mom. My phone died, and I just went into surgery. But this was the crazy thing. Before I went to surgery, I had almost every nurse in that hospital come and go, okay, we heard about you. Can we please take a peek? And I literally let like 20 different nurses peek at my vagina because they could not believe that I let myself get so infected.
And see, if you just would have stuck to the pretty cute naked selfies, you'd never find your way into a hospital
First of all, I don't
room.
even know if there was such thing as camera phones then.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We weren't even doing
that.
selfies.
Okay.
This was strictly, I don't know, but I have an idea, sex, because think of who I was with at the time. That was just,
Yeah.
you know?
That's for another episode. All right.
That's where I'm really drunk.
Yeah, let's do one more. And then I feel like I'm
right.
done hearing all your sexual stories.
Okay. I can't wait. You ended up in the hospital for a vagina injury too, miss.
Yeah, that's true.
You like lost half a flap.
God.
So, yeah, by picking a front wedgie at a club.
You know,
I remember just thinking like, you did what? And you're like, and it was just blood and like shit. I was like, how do you rip off
so
your
Victoria's
flap? That was
Secret,
one
and I think
freaking front wedgie.
Well, what happened
Got
is,
intertwined in lace.
Yes, and Victoria's Secret, I think, had to recall the underwear.
Okay.
No, it was like a big deal.
I didn't remember hearing recall
'Cause they
underwear
didn't
because
have-
a bunch of vagina flaps were stuck in the lace.
No, because they didn't have like liners. Yeah,
Yeah.
no liners.
Oh, yeah. Gosh.
That's for another episode about underwear.
We'll talk another episode. We'll bring a vagina doctor in and talk about vagina health, which we needed when we were young,
we did.
clearly.
We did.
We brought out a vagina. Well, low.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like
a
we
lot
need
about
someone.
vaginas that really inspired you and I.
Yeah. We needed that when we were young. So go look at Lo Bosworth book and go check out that episode too, because she did give a lot of great tips. Yeah. All right.
Next.
Throw your sister under the bus if you have a great story about hotel rooms.
Or
Oh.
buzz or whatever you want me to say.
I can't even imagine. What
Well,
you're
there's a
gonna say.
lot, but one that immediately sticks out of my mind is I think it's because I was just in Milwaukee, which was by Green Bay, which if you all know that casino hotel that's by Packer Stadium for my football fans. But so Bree, when we were just starting out on the road wrestling, we were there and Bree wanted me to keep going. Like she wanted me to keep drinking with her that night. I'm like, no, we have an early flight. We're going to the room.
This was my party days. By the
So
way.
Bree's like throwing a fit in the room and like, well, I'm going back out. And I was like, well, whatever. So she goes back out. And so I'm in the hotel room by myself and I go to sleep. And so while I'm sleeping, I get these like loud knocks on the door. And I'm like, what the? And then I see Bree isn't in the bed. And I'm like, oh, gosh. So I open it and there's Bree drenching wet, so wet, with 2 security guards holding her up. And they go, ma'am.
Well, not holding me up. I was walking. They were not
They
holding
both
me.
had you by the arm. And they go, ma'am, we found your sister in the pool swimming
Yeah.
in her full just dress, heels.
So a girl wanted to take a swim.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be illegal.
You have any hotel room stories?
I have too many. But we don't have enough time for them.
Whatever. I saved you on some.
Yeah. We have a lot of actually great ones. But you want, Nicole, we're going to, I don't know. We're going to be.
Oh, so now we want to inspire people? Should we give them a little bit of inspiration and affirmation?
I feel like we should. I
All
feel
right.
like you guys all realize that we are not perfect.
No, we got a lot of great stories. I
But-
thought I would save them for a memoir one day, but no, just let it out on the podcast.
Honestly, I think they're hilarious.
They're-
And they
you
made
know
me
what?
grow as a person.
Hey, they made me realize what I really wanted out of a man.
Sweet, simple,
Simple.
has their shit together.
Doesn't give me vagina infections.
Gosh.
Just a clean, good man, and I found him.
There you go. I did
Yes.
too. All right, everyone. Well, you know, we like to end our episodes with a little inspiration and affirmation, and it is the ESPYs tonight. So we thought it'd be perfect to end our episode with a little bit of a sports quote, right? Feeling
Well,
that vibe. Now I feel like I
think-
should lend just self-help quote for you and I after hearing those
I feel like we should
under
just
the
say
bus
a prayer.
stories.
I think we should just say a prayer for ourselves.
I pray for you and I all the time.
Even maybe we should say Hail Mary. I mean,
I know.
10 maybe. We'll do that later.
We're
in the
going to
room.
church, so you know tomorrow. Which,
I'm
by the way, I went
kneeling-
this Sunday.
I am
and-
literally, when we get back to kneeling at my bed and saying a very long prayer for you and I
You know
both.
what? That was like, those stories were over 15 years ago.
No, I'm thinking about the other stories we haven't said. That's why I want to go pray.
So we have a quote from Jimmy V,
There
who,
we go.
you know, I feel like anyone who's watched the ESPYs, they always do a beautiful segment
Ugh.
on him. And you
Makes
hear a
me
lot from
cry
his speech
every time.
time. And he inspired so many, continues to. But here's a little something that I thought was really great for just, you don't have to be an athlete. This is just for everyone in their everyday life. But here, from Jimmy V. You have to have an enthusiasm for life. You have to have a dream, a goal, and you have to be willing to work for it. And you know what I love about that is I feel like everything he said always made you feel inspired to live. Even when he had cancer, he always showed the positivity in life. When, you know, you'll see quotes where he talks about, you know, just if you laughed in a day and you cried in a day, you had a full day. But
Yeah.
everything really Jimmy V said was about living. And
He made every day count.
He did.
And that's what we all should do because we're all lucky to be here, to be breathing, to wake up every day, to go to bed, whatever it may be. So I agree. And yeah. And the fact that we have the ability to work. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And your dreams don't come just by manifestation, let me tell you.
No, you do got to work from.
You do got to work.
You do
You
gotta
can't just
work.
do magazine cutouts and put them on a vision board. Believe me, I've tried. But you got to work for it. You got to earn it.
Yes.
Earn the day. Earn the night. You know, that's one thing being a wino. I always said, I got to earn that glass of wine, which means I had to sweat that day. I had to drink a lot of water. I had to do something productive to get to that glass of wine and truly enjoy it and earn it.
Right. And I also think, too, you know, we do tell our stories of when we were young and we laugh at it. But we laugh at it because we know we learned from them. Like a lot of the.
And we know the hard work we were doing during them.
Right. But a lot
You
of the
and I were
shit.
really hard workers.
Right. A lot of the shit we did when we were young, it was all what you should be doing in life. You just like, you grow from your mistakes.
Life wasn't
all the
over.
situations we put ourselves in, there was always some message we found in them. So goals is very important. Like when you hear the
Yes.
quote, goals are important. And
Yeah.
let me tell you, you can change.
You can.
Just take baby steps. We'd always did.
Yeah. Well,
And
Bree,
look where we're at now.
look where we're at. Well, you know what? We've earned today, I feel.
So you're saying we get a glass of wine?
No, I'm saying we're going to go get dressed up and go to the ESPYs, baby.
Oh, let's do it.
All right. With a glass of wine, sure.
Sure.
We're not presenting.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
Okay, until next week, everyone, have a beautiful week and
Yes.
enjoy your summer.
Yeah.